lady will be giving a talk on motivational talk. So she has a disease called schizophrenia, right? So whereby she sometimes hallucinate in her own world, right? Okay, but she managed to write a book. Kau jangan macam tu, like aku cakap okay tak okay kau okay. So she managed to write a book. Okay, with her is the mother, Miss Mala Devi. Okay, Tanjapan. Right. So basically she will be presenting, and I am aware that she will be presenting in English and a bit of Bahasa. So if she is not speaking clearly or loudly, so may you just ask her to raise up, speak a bit loudly. Okay, I think that will be it. So the reason why BMI JPA is calling her, because if she can succeed with her mental illness and she can write a book, alright, I'm sure all of you can strive in your SPM, whereby on your subjects or on your module, me myself, Aris, I will be presenting right after her. Okay? Okay? Oh, that's serious. Okay, relax, okay? So I will no longer hold this audience in the room. Okay? I will basically pass the microphone to Miss Visalachi Arunagiri for her presentation. Alright, cheers, thank you.
My name is Visalachi Arunagiri. I'm 22 years old, but I lived 14 years in Bangkok, but I'm Malaysian. And the first day in my school in Bangkok, Patna, they diagnosed me with learning disability. And that's when I had to have an assistant in my primary years. And then I couldn't finish my high school, so I had to go to a special needs school, which is called the Village. And in the special needs school, I felt demotivated because I felt that I was better than them. So my mom found a normal school which offered special needs help. So I enrolled in that and I got in the entrance exam. And then what happened was I got bullied. People used to call me burnt chopstick, ghost. They even used to call me nipple. But then I couldn't finish my GCSE, so I moved into RMIT, which is in Melbourne, and I enrolled in VCE. And that's when I really succeeded. I passed my exam. I made lots of friends. I became independent. Then I entered into foundation studies, which is media and communication. I did a lot of broadcasting. I even DJ'd in a radio station. I was published in a book called Playing My Song, which had all kinds of short stories from our class, and that is sold in the RMIT bookstore. But then I couldn't get into the creative writing course that I wanted to, so I decided to come back home. And that was my biggest mistake, because I went to depression. My friends from high school avoided me, and I enrolled into a fashion design school, Academy Italiana, and that's when stress really built up, because I'm not very good in exam, and I couldn't do the measurements and sewing. So I decided to come back to KL. And that's when I found Raffles International School. They accepted me even though I had a learning disability, but they did not offer help. And that was when I really crashed. I started hearing voices. I had somebody calling my name. And during that time, I was alone because I wanted to be independent. So my mom left me for 3 weeks. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't shower. I lost all my ability to function as a normal person. So when my mom came back, she decided to send me to see a psychiatrist. And that's when I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And I've been fighting the battle for the last 4 years. And then I found Yes Academy, which was a real blessing for me. Now this school was very motivating for me, and they really helped me in my makeup. I wanted to do makeup because it's part of fashion. And the first day of school, I managed to go alone by taxi, and I used to keep going by taxis, and then I graduated with a certificate of bridal makeup. The teacher was so good. If I was tired, she would send me back earlier. If I couldn't do something, she would be patient enough to make sure I get it right. I would practice and practice. And then I relapsed. And when a relapse happens, it means you go back into the illness. And so I had to go to daycare. Daycare means a rehabilitation center in the hospital, where you learn about the illness, you do cooking, you do baking. And then I recovered again and decided to go back to Yes Academy. And that's when I did my diploma in media makeup. Now, media makeup is commercial, editorial, and fashion. And I graduated with that. Then I tried to go to Sunway University. And that's when I developed anxiety. Every day I would have headaches, I would vomit, I would even have diarrhea in the morning. I couldn't cope with the environment, but I still attend classes. I managed to do my projects, but I made no friends. I was very quiet and elusive, so that's when I failed, because I wasn't up to standard. So I decided to go back into Indian bridal, and that's when I succeeded again. Now what motivated me was seeing other people like me who have achieved a lot of things, recovered, and I listened to a lot of motivational talks. I developed a way to deal with my stress by reinforcing positive reinforcement and changing everything to negative. I would have stop signs in my house where it would help me to snap out of my illness. I even write down a journal of when the voices come in, when the voices don't come in. And now I listen to music, so the voices start singing to me instead of talking to me. And my first breakthrough was talking in my mom's workshop. This was the first time I actually spoke in my mom's workshop, because before I would sleep, not concentrate, but this time I was able to give a speech. And then I was asked to talk in the JPA motivational talk. And then I launched my book in Klang GH. Now this book is not a novel, it's not something that is like a story. It's more of expressing my feelings and how my mind operates as a schizophrenic patient. I wanted to write this book because I wanted people to know my story and to share how I went through the recovery to my struggles. And then I went into the Mental Health Association to give a speech. Now this